Welcome back to I show you my stuff, and also what I painted theoretically during the week. So, as last time, I told people that I'd be working on some Easterlings. So of course, the first thing that I worked on was an ant. Here, this one was one of the very rough ones that came in the kit of secondhand from eBay. So fixed up as much as I could, got rid of some old lines and the like, and dealt with the fact that he has no nose by making it seem like he's burnt off. So this will be my beach bone, I guess? I don't actually own any other ents, so who knows? It's just going to be there. It'll be fun. And eventually I did actually get back to working on Eastlings. Well, kind of. Here is my Easterling Carned conversion. Well, I say conversion. It's essentially a MESBG chariot that I printed off with I think this is, not sure about the horses, but it's essentially a cataphract, as you can see. And then I got a pack of the black dragon heads. Chucked on a head and the shield in there. Given the green allies, I think that'll make a nice little addition. So I've got him, and then I did a little bit of a painting session and got this tray here. So 2 of these plus black dragons at the back are a bit old, but otherwise got a bunch of second-hand Eastling converted into black dragons. So they've got their helmets, shields, and the likes. Sometimes I replace their swords with something more interesting. This is not one of those, but very good in case I need to get dismounts for the Dragon Emperor for when he arrives, of course. But as well as that, we have some of the metal cataphracts, at least the riders are metal cataphracts, and it has the same horses that I used on the chariot. Gave him a little bit of a weapon swap because his scimitar was broken anyway. Same deal as the other ones, so paint these up with speed paints and then give them a varnish, because honestly the gold looks a little bit, it's very shiny but it's a little bit odd. So once you varnish it, then you highlight it back up with some liquid gold. Make sure to shake this, it's awful if you don't. I've got some liquid silver as well, which I used on some later parts. As well as a black wash on all the spiky bits. It particularly looks good when you've got, some of these actually have some of the newer sculpts on the black dragons. Look at that arm. It's just very nice spiky details, which I like. So that's most of the Eastlings that I got painted this week, which adds a nice, far too many to my total list of Eastlings, and clearly I've got 3 ninjas to complete and to lead them. And he may be second fiddle now to the Dragon Emperor, but he's a very cool model. 3 strikes when he fights a dude who's also striking. So I've got him on horse and on foot. That's where I use the silver on his blade, as well as mixed into the gold for a little bit of a highlight, just to take him up a notch. He maybe need a bit more cleanup, but overall pretty good. And then particularly for the cav black dragons that I just did, Dragonite, same kind of, slightly less of the silver on his blade, but it's barely noticeable how much less. And him on foot. Pretty straightforward. If you zoom in a lot, which I'm not sure if you can do, you can kind of see his eyes. I've picked out all of their eyes as just a white dot because I think it's nice and intimidating. Kamal on horse. I think the black, it's just not working too well, so he's going to need a few extra steps, I think. But that's the main thing I've done. Also, I managed to do a test scheme for my Haradrim. This is just a random fella, not even finished up or anything. I needs to do his eyes and highlight up his skin a little bit. But in terms of a light scheme for some Haradrim, give him a white and yellow look, very deserty. I think that will work pretty nicely. And to that end, I have my conversion, which I finally completed, which is just the guy who comes on top of a Mumak, put on top of a Rohan leg, put on top of a regular raider, and he'll make a pretty good chieftain or the like. Something pretty neat, and he'll come in yellow and cream soon. Otherwise, as you can see on my desk, I've got a few extra things to work on. I've got my Bjorn, I've got a Halbarad who's... I'm not sure about the colour scheme, but he's going to be a D&D character, so he'll be fun. And eventually I'll get to the Arnor for some little hobbit archers. A little bit more militaristic-like than the farmers that come in the actual metal kits. And then got to finish my fiefdoms at some point, so that's a bunch of axemen to do, as well as a trebuchet for Minas Tirith, because I need every single model from Minas Tirith, because I have that kind of brain. Otherwise, that's pretty much all I've got for this week. It's not a bad haul, but yeah, let me know what you think.